What's up, everybody? Today is Thursday, March 3rd, 2022, and this is episode 281 of 413 Sports Talk. Today we have basketball to talk about. The high school level, college, NBA, throw in some hockey, also from the NHL, some other important topics that I have to discuss with you guys, and you have yourself episode 281, and that starts now. I'm trying out a new energy drink, guys. Anyway, Charlotte Hornets are back in the win column after Terry Rozier's impressive 29-point outing. Charlotte wins 119-98. I thought it was impressive. He got 29 points and he wasn't even on the floor for 40-something minutes, so that was awesome. That was cool. Formula One terminates the Russian Grand Prix contract, and for obvious reasons. This is another good move. Russian and Belarusian athletes banned from the Winter Paralympics game in a stunning IPC reversal. Obviously, it's amid pressure and threats of athlete communities withdrawing, different countries not participating. So, you kind of got to get even with this and have everybody on the same playing field. We don't want Russia in anything right now. Lovie Smith, former Bears head football coach and current Houston Texans head football coach. Not sure if Deshaun Watson will be a Houston Texan, but reiterates the sentiment that time takes care of everything. And that is in quotation as far as what Lovie Smith has said. The Miami Dolphins are out on the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. I've also found that out this morning, which is pretty interesting. It narrows down where he's going to go, where he could go. Maybe Minnesota. He's definitely not going to Atlanta. I think Atlanta can tell Matt Ryan to kiss their ass today, or this year anyway. $48 million is a lot for a guy who's not returned to the playoffs since that Super Bowl loss. Duncan Robinson, 5 for 7 from three. Shooting efforts weren't enough as the Heat fell to the Bucks 120-119. It's gotta suck to lose games like that by 1 point. Hockey state tournaments continue for the boys and girls, including two great matchups. We have Ludlow at Marlborough and Chicopee Comp. One of the best teams in Western Mass as far as hockey is concerned this year. They get ready to go across state and play Dover-Sherborne. It's going to be a matchup I can't wait to hear about. Innovation Academy gets ready to go against one of the best schools in the state in Paulo Freire. This is the state Division 5 round of 32. That kicks off later tonight at 6 p.m. Go Paulo. Stanford Lady Cardinals captain and goalie Katie Mayer is dead. Dead at 22 years old. No cause of death has been listed, but we'll update you on that as soon as we know something. It's never good when anybody dies, especially anybody, a great athlete. So let's give her a little moment of silence. Katie Meyer, rest in peace. New Orleans Pelicans wear yellow socks to show support for Ukraine. I'm all for that. Honestly, I think we all need to as Americans. There's nothing that I know, and granted, I haven't read too much on it. There's nothing that I know that constitutes another nation going into someone else's property and fucking taking everything, just saying, okay, it's mine just because it's what I want to do. And that's basically what it is, from my understanding. Again, I haven't read too much into it, but it's fucking garbage. I shouldn't be talking about politics and shit like that with sports. I think those two things do not mix at all. That was one way that I feel like the NBA went wrong. I won't speak anymore on that though, because people ain't ready for that conversation. People tend to get offended when I bring that up. And finally, huge matchup of two of Western Mass's top high schools basketball teams for girls. Boston Latin at Westford Academy. Among with all the other games, we got a bunch of Western Mass schools still in the tournament as well. Let's get into the episode and talk a little bit about that, shall we? First, we're going to start with the NBA. Charlotte over Cleveland, as I talked about in the beginning 114-98. Indy over Orlando in overtime, 122-114. Utah over Houston in overtime, 132-127. Philly takes care of the Knicks, 123-108. New Orleans over the Sacramento Kings, 125-95. OKC beats Denver, 119-107, and Phoenix takes care of the Portland Trailblazers, 120-90. Moving on to the NHL, Buffalo 5, Toronto 1, Rangers 5, Seattle 3. Dallas 4, Los Angeles Kings 3, and Seattle Kraken beat the Nashville Predators 4-3. And that is it for the NHL. Let's move on to college basketball. Texas A&M 87 to number 25 Bama's 71. Oklahoma State 53, Iowa State 36. Florida State over Notre Dame 74-70. Creighton upsets number 18 UConn 68-62, and number 5 Auburn over Mississippi State 81-68. Now on to the college side for the women's. Number 19 Oklahoma beats its rival in Oklahoma State 79-76, and number 9 Texas over Kansas 70-60. And that's it for the girls' scores as far as college basketball is concerned. Now on to Western Mass Sports. I kind of did this in a different format, so kind of bear with me if it's a little slow. That's why we got the energy drink. Okay, boys hockey. Norwood at Westboro. Norwood 5, Westboro 2. Peabody 4, Whitman Hanson 1. Canton at Plymouth South 9-2. Quabog beat Rising Tide 3-0. And that is it for the hockey side. Now on to basketball. Greenfield beats Gardner 50-40. Ursuline Academy beats Situate 61-29. Norton over Advanced Math and Science Academy 55-49. Hamilton over Wenham Winthrop 42-29. David Prouty beats Smith Folk 43-36. Concord Carlisle beats Reading 66-12. Cardinal Spellman over Bethany Christian 69-65. Minutemen beat Pathfinder, as we kind of talked about yesterday, 67-52, which we didn't think Pathfinder was going to lose. We really didn't think they were going to win either. Shrewsbury all over Auburn 77-25. And that is all I have for you for Western Mass Sports. This concludes episode 281 of 4 and 3 Sports Talk. My name is Raheem Escalay. Love you all. Wish you nothing but health, wealth, and success. And we are on YouTube with 45 subscribers. We are on Facebook with over 1,000 followers. Excuse me. And we would like to grow that number and keep letting everybody know that Western Mass is the place to be. We'll see you tomorrow with episode 282, Friday afternoon. Love you all, and until then.